Yo, what is up guys? So today I'm going to be showing you how to make songs like the band that was tragically gone too soon, Hers. And I'll be going over some cool chords and tricks you can do to sound like them. But before we get into that, I do want to mention that the best way to support the channel is by checking out my online shop, where you can get samples, drum loops, and mixing and guitar presets, as well as other things to help you make your music. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. So, Hers is known for this very simplistic production style with not too many layers, and as a band they're only a two-piece and often used drum machines or loops in their performances and songs. The beauty lies in what goes on within those layers, so let's start with the guitars in this track. So for this, I used my Strat. For the tone, I used some chorus going into Vintage Vibe by Fine Classic Plugins, who have been so kind as to give my audience a 20% off coupon on their entire collection of plugins. So use code OliversAsleep20 if you want some really great and useful plugins to use in your songs. So now on to what I played. So Hers tends to use more jazzier chords in their songs. So that means instead of your normal major or minor chord voicings, you can try use some major or minor 7th or 9th extensions. Here's what I came up with. And then in the chorus, I switch up to this. Alright, so on to the next thing I did, which was layering those chords with this synth organ sound. And I kind of took inspiration from the intro of the song Harvey. And again, I'm using another Fine Classics plugin using this jazz organ preset. And it sounds like this. Then onto the fun part, which was the bass. Now Hers is known for their really rhythmic and driving bass lines. They really make the song a lot of the time in my opinion. On songs like What Once Was and Speed Racer, this is definitely the case. So you're really going to want to practice your scale knowledge for this. So here's what I came up with. And I made sure to have notes that lead into the next root note of the chords. And for the chorus, and the way I'm getting that tone is simply with my favorite bass overdrive plugin, BOD. Got a little bit of drive, and I think this drive is really important to getting that Hers bass sound. Next, I've got a cabinet sim, as well as some compression and some saturator by Fine Classic Plugins. And lastly, onto the drums. We aren't going to get super fancy here because, you know, Hers doesn't have a drummer and they tend to use loops or drum machines for their parts. So keep it kind of simple, poppy, something that serves a song. Here's what I came up with. Also, I forgot to mention I'm using dynamic drums again by Fine Classic Plugins with some saturation on there. Right, so that's everything. I hope you guys have learned something from this video. And if you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment. If you really liked it, please consider subscribing. And if you want to support the channel, please check out my online shop. And without further ado, here is the final track.